gonna be wild, man, wild.
Yeah! Where are you sitting, Russ?
I'll sit on the couch.
Are you sitting on the couch? All right. Well, here we are at the show we like to call Wisdom Chambers Youth Review. How we picked up that sound? Good? Good. Russell, anything to say?
Not at the moment, Lewis. I don't have a microphone.
Okay, well don't worry about that. That's sabotage. Okay, the show is mine, and Wisdom Chambers Youth Review doing it live, uncut, uncensored on Friday night.
I'm back. I'm back.
He's back.
Sorry.
Good work. We got a big show tonight, haven't we, Russ?
Enormous.
Come on, keep on lying.
Enormous. Absolutely enormous.
How big is it, Russell?
It's huge. It is so big. We have been working 24 hours a day, every bloody day since well, actually we started after last week's show, us being the anchors of the program. As soon as the program was finished last week, we went straight back to the offices.
HQ.
Back to HQ and got stuck into the show you'll see tonight, and
That's right.
I think we did a great job.
We honed it right down to a millisecond. We cut out all the crap and we came up with 1 millisecond worth of good material. And we're going to show it to you in about 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
3 minutes, you got to wait until you see that millisecond.
What sort of exciting things have we got for the punters tonight?
Let me just say this while I remember. We had a competition, you all probably know, the t-shirt giveaway. 5th caller through got the prize. So I thought I'd just let you know who won that, and that's Maureen Hook, or Heck, Hook I think it is, H-E-O-K-E or something like that.
Heck.
Anyway, she won it, and congratulations to her. Russell.
Yes?
Okay, moving right along. Thanks for the support there, Russell.
That's right.
We've got a big show, we've got lots of programs, we've got comedy, we've got music, we've got...
new cushions?
Russell.
New cushions. Who gave us these cushions? Do we have any? Who can we thank for these wonderful cushions? Sorry? Zara. Thank you, Zara. Whoever you are. Zara, sorry, I'm only joking. Zara, of course. Zara Williams, our producer. We'll get her on a little bit later on in the show, maybe to have a chat with us, help us out. Anyway, we're slowing things down here because Heather's got something coming up for you. Cavan is back for another week.
Yes, indeed. Indeedy do. We've also got Vegas for Christ with Caroline. We got comedy with Silvana and Veronique. We got videos. We got lots of useful input from lots of people. We got film forum with Erin. You doing the week that was? Russ is doing the week that was. It's all here.
Yes, but let's go to Cavan now, and here is Heather.
Hi, thanks guys, welcome to Cavan. Another segment. This one's going to be a bit longer than usual, but we've got a bit of detail for you on the Blues Festival and the Blues and Roots Festival, they've called it in 1999 at Byron Bay, and there's bands like Dixie Hummingbirds playing and all kinds of different things. But tonight we've got Mad Cow, and also have a new CD from Blue Bottle Kids. We'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later on. Okay, here's Mad Cow.
First I met a girl called Jenny. She took me to her room. She tried to make me crazy with her pubic hair and broom. I was young and I resisted, saying, Jenny, let me be. But the only thing she left me with was bondage, rubber bondage, but not one but three. Now I'm I'm a jizz mopper, extraordinary man. I've been mopping jizz since Adam lost his load in Jenny's hand. If I ever lost my job of mopping, think you'd understand. If my one and only choice was singing jizz songs, in a rock and roll band. Well, I was flying in my basement when the gimp she came to stay. She was selling all my faces to a girl called Taryn. I was pissed and I resisted, saying, Jenny, here's the key. But my words were all elastic and they rubber. Yeah, they rubber right back at me. So now I smile when I sing. I'm a jizz mopper, extraordinary man. I've been mopping jizz since Adam lost his load in Jenny's hand. If I ever lost my job of mopping, think you'd understand. If my one and only choice was singing jizz songs, in a rock and roll band. Here we go now. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 turned 16, she watered her maiden hair. Brushed all the skin from her teeth, widowed and newlywed. A compass of virgin she tactfully wallowed in turpentine. And the bachelor's balls from a leak as it rolled down the hill. She stank of French champagne and rumors of faithlessness. A generous man was the priest and altered the wedding trails, solving the sin from a brow that's easy as pumpkin pie. But the pie was still stuck to the pan at the end of the day. Our pins are finally intersected from the wrath I'm unprotected. Do you believe my love? To fall for this Joe after one lousy hot hell on rails. The honeymoon rags were in flames. She cried out those four simple words. Trembling voice, she said, Frank, I can't toss salad. She said, Frank, I can't toss salad. unprotected. You believe my love. Oh, the forefathers Joe after one lousy hot party. Fond careers, the honeymoon rags were in flames. She cried out those possible words. A trembling voice, she said, Frank, I can't toss salad. She said, Frank, I can't toss salad. Salad, cha-cha-cha.
They do. Yeah.
They do another song?
We might have a chat first. We might have a chat first. Come on, we'll have a chat first. How about that?
That was alright.
It was alright, yeah?
Alright.
So salad.
Salad. Salad's a
Can
good
you guys
song.
toss salad?
I've never tried to toss salad.
You've never tried?
Usually leave it up to someone else.
Like Frank.
Like Frank?
Yeah.
Yeah, so who is Frank?
Frank's fictitious.
Yeah, well, he's not really. There really is a person called Frank who was having these problems about
Tossing salad.
Yeah, well, with the
With some form or something.
It's about a shotgun wedding that went horribly wrong.
Oh dear.
And when he found out that the wife
Couldn't toss salad.
Toss salad,
That was
yeah.
it, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, that's how I know it.
So
anyway.
Mad Cow, where did we get that kind of name from?
Well,
That's a really tough question.
It is?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just-
Crazy Horse was taken.
Yep.
So, was it something to do with mad cow disease? Do you always get that?
Yeah, I suppose so.
How long have you had the name now?
It's not that long. It's probably a year or so. It's a transient thing anyway.
It's a transient
But
thing.
I don't know. I think it's all right. It's sort of people laugh at it, so that's fine. A name is a funny thing.
Yeah, a lot of bands say it doesn't matter because, like, you know, when they do it, like, they sort of get in there and they do the thing and then it's like, the name doesn't matter anymore,
No.
they say after a while, yeah.
People associate whatever they want to with the name. Like REM, for
Yeah.
example, you wouldn't know what to make of that if you'd never heard them.
No,
People
I guess
it was
not.
pretty stupid.
Quick
Yeah,
iron.
I mean, we got the
But you know,
Candy Cane and the Swinging Armadillos are playing at the Blues Festival.
that's a groovy name though.
Yeah, and something Byron. And if you're wondering when the Blues Festival is, it's on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th of April. And so guys, we better get back to the main topic here. How long's Mad Cow been going for?
A long time.
Yeah.
Probably if we added up all the years, it'd probably be about 10 years plus.
Mm-hmm.
Off
We
and
just
on.
keep changing the name when we get bored. We
Yeah.
go into something else.
And it's been a long-term thing. It happened out of a group of friends. It wasn't like we set out to make a band. It was just like a band was going to happen out of this group of friends, no matter who was there.
So who have you been playing with? What sort of
I've been
bands?
playing with Millstone, with
Oh, what other bands?
Yeah.
radio.
We went on a country tour once with the Dynamic Hypnotics, remember them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Soul kind of feeling.
But more recently,
Wow.
like last year, we played with the Whitlams and
Whereabouts did you play with the Whitlams?
at the Hubside Brasserie.
Mm-hmm.
And been playing a few gigs around the Iron Duke
We
and
played with a band called New Monk quite a few times.
at the Bat and Ball. They were good gigs.
Mm-hmm.
And we're a bit lazy as a band, but we do the occasional one. We prefer to do
So
the
whose
occasional
fault
good
is it?
good.
Who do you lay the blame on for
Well, that's
being
everyone's
lazy?
blame. We're just lazy people.
Mhm.
Just, yeah, we prefer to do the occasional great gig rather than heaps and heaps of gigs because we got rent a crowd and they don't come along to our gigs if we play more than once a week.
We're
Right.
thinking of a new marketing technique, maybe coming up with the farewell tour.
That's right. Just keep doing farewell gigs all the time,
The last
and they
chance you've
always
got
come
to
to
see
farewell
them.
gigs.
Right.
So
I
that's
had
what
a
we're going
friend
to
who
do.
wanted to call themselves 4 local bands.
That'd be great. That's what we need. That sort of name.
So they just think, oh well, there's 4 local bands playing there. We'll just see what they're like tonight.
Yeah,
So
that's a Bonza name. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So you can come up with all kinds of interesting names. So what sort of
Yeah.
stuff do you guys listen to? What's your favourite kind of music?
I was born and bred on Bob Dylan, but I listen to Australian music basically now. Australian bands.
Yeah, and like who?
I don't know, just whatever.
Whatever.
And, yeah, I also listen to a lot of old stuff. And what do you listen to? There's a lot more variety than I listen to. I listen to a lot of jazz and blues. So
A lot of jazz
I'm a
and
bit,
blues?
Yeah.
Hmm. You guys don't really sound like anybody. I mean, playing with the Whitlams, like you'd fit well with the Whitlams. I can see how you could fit well with the Whitlams, but like You don't sound like anybody.
Well, that's good. That's a compliment. That's excellent.
And there's very few bands around that are totally original like that. Yeah.
Our influences come from a really wide range. The drummer and bass player, they love Australian stuff like Sunny Boys and I don't know. I'm more into
recently
American
went
music.
surfing on the net and couldn't find the Sunny Boys on the net, which is
That's a shame.
terrible thing.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So interesting. Anyway.
Yeah.
So what are you going to go and see tonight? What sort of music are you going to
I
go
don't
and
know.
see?
We're probably going to go down the road to Iron Duke. I don't know. That's what
Going
the
down
girls
to the
are
Iron
saying.
Duke?
I don't know what's on, but whatever. I don't care what I see.
All right. What about tomorrow night? Are you going to the
Tomorrow
last gig
I'm
at the
going
Annandale?
to see Serotonin, and a friend of mine's playing in that band, and
No,
I'll
they're
be
not
there.
playing tomorrow night.
They're not
actually
there tonight.
playing tonight.
That's right,
Yeah,
sorry.
so they would have played by the
that's an
time this
erroneous
goes to air.
thing. Yeah, they're gone now already, aren't
Alright,
they? They're finished by
okay.
now. Oh well.
Yeah.
I might go home.
All right. Will you guys play? Will you guys? Will you guys play us one more song?
I'd love to. Would you like to? Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, while they play one more song, you run away, and I'll just sort of like give you some details very quickly. Saturday night, go down to the Annandale and see UMI, and they are playing with. If I can turn the page and find the gig, I did know, but it's Sneeze and Hoss are playing tomorrow night, so you'd have to get down there really early if you want to get tickets to that one. And also you can see Floyd Vincent and the Child Brides. Well, I'm going to get it wrong, but that's down at round midnight in King's Cross. Eskimo Joe at Surrey Hills with the fantastic Leslie's. I wonder if they actually have a Leslie to play with, but who knows. Del Emmers, Bantha Folder and Mac Pelican from Japan, and that's at Bar Broadway. Okay, are our musicians nearly ready? Oh, well, not quite. You could go to the Iron Duke and see Toe to Toe, H Block, Rocks plus Avo plus Tuscan Raiders plus Arm Reach plus more at the Iron Duke, and it's doors opening at 2 p.m, so be early. I can hear little twangs there. I think we're organising things. Blues Festival, maybe I should tell you a little bit more about the Blues Festival. Internationals, Ben Harper and the Innocent Criminals. Kev Moe, Angelique Kidjo, John Spencer Blues Explosion, also playing at the Enmore Theatre here in Sydney on the 31st of March with the Thurston Howlers, local Sydney band. But Australians, Paul Kelly, Billy Thorpe, Rene Gayer. Is Rene Gayer Australian? Question for the audience. Maybe the audience can tell us. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't remember those sorts of things sometimes. Backsliders, Archie Roach, Ruby Hunter, Vicar and Linda Bull, all kinds of different things. Okay, time for Mad Cow to give us one last song.
Nice girls don't explode. They sometimes self-destruct in public places. Nice girls don't explode. They sit at home all day composing faces. Nice girls don't hang in bars. They sit at home with their cookie jars, reading Clio articles on Martians. And the last page, it's always missing there, but they got no eyes, so they just don't care. And the hidey-high is always high on neighbors. Nice girls are nice down to their toes, but most of all, nice girls don't explode. Nice girls don't explode. Nice girls don't explode. They turn into clocks on mantelpieces, pull off their socks and catch diseases, cut off their nose and throw their sneezes at the wind. The But just before I say another say, I'd like to tell you the primary purpose of this ode. There's no escaping that facts are facts, and little furry things a little furry that's. I'll shoot in my mouth and let you share my love. I mean to say, nice girls don't explode. Nice girls don't explode. Nice girls don't explode.
Well, okay, this is the part of the show where I tell you how you can get involved and contact us here at Wisdom Chambers Youth Review on CTV1, as seen on Channel 31, and you can do that by calling us on 9698 2968. Now I'll give you that number again in just a minute, just after I tell you about this prize, so go get your pen and paper. Okay, we had a huge response last week to our t-shirt giveaway, as I mentioned earlier on, the winner. You too can win this is another chance to win a t-shirt, groupie of the Wisdom Chambers Youth Review t-shirt, and all you have to do is give us a call, be the 10th caller, because we had such a huge response, 10th caller through, and you'll win a copy, and we'll read your name out next week, and yeah, 10th caller, and all the entrants rather, who give us a call, will go into the barrel, and from the barrel, or from the wheel, we'll pick off one of those numbers, and you'll be the month's winner, and you'll win a better prize than all the t-shirts in all of China. So now I will cross over to none other than the girl herself, Caroline. But then again, I thought maybe, you know, I might just sit in front of the camera a bit longer, because that's kind of stuck up kind of guy I am. I thought I might just hog that camera lens a bit longer and just say to you that you could also write to us, and that would definitely lift your chances of winning, and definitely lift your chances of being the 10th caller through, because it would take a lot longer to get through. And the address rather, would be BO Box 155 Walker Street, Redfern, and 2016 is the postcode. That number again, the phone number, is 9698 2968. And just ask to speak to Lewis, that's me, and you can be in the running for one of these t-shirts. Okay, it's as simple as that. And right about now I'm thinking, I think I've taken enough time, I think I've sat in front of the camera long enough. I'm thinking I might cross over to another young person doing it live, uncut, uncensored on the Wisdom Chambers Youth Review. I'm thinking I'll cross over now to Caroline with Vegans for Christ.
Good evening, everyone. Last week and for quite a few weeks now, we've been getting quite a bit of mail in from fans, you know, not only complimenting us about how good we are, but also asking for advice. And I've noticed that perhaps it being holidays just ending now, a lot of people were writing in asking, what do I do with an obsessive family? How do I, you know, get rid of my parents? They're just so annoying. You know, they don't let me do anything. And, you know, for you young people, Mary, Jane, Sally, John, Greg, who wrote in, thanks a lot. We hope we get more responses from all you lovely people. Yeah, well, basically, you know, at first I started pondering the issue that you had given me, and as responsible as I am, I thought, all right, you've got a problem. You're obviously feeling trapped at home. You know, so your parents aren't letting you out, or your friends are going out, you know, to the cinema, and they're home by 7:30, and you're not allowed to go out. And, you know, even you're not even allowed to go to the local shops, let alone your neighbour's house. And you start feeling tense, angry, thinking your parents want to ruin your life and take over the world, or your world anyway. But, you know, think about it. You only have youth once. One is a very, very, very minimal number, and it's not that necessary to enjoy yourself, ever. Life is, you know, a short-lived, peripheral, temporary part of existence, and it doesn't really matter that much if you're having fun or not. Basically, you know, you're stuck at home, you know, your friends are your friends for a while, and sure, they seem like they're having a good time, but in all reality, they're probably not having much fun at all. And I know this is what your parents tell you, but in all seriousness, what do? They go out, they dance, they, you know, do things like have fun, they laugh, they enjoy themselves, but are they really happy? No, I'm sure that if you ask them, they had that freedom taken away from them, they would be much happier just sitting at home like you are right now on a Friday night watching our TV program. Basically, all your friends, although they will, you know, with any hope, die at the same age bracket as you, it's not an issue to be concerned about, because family is there for life. Though your parents, those voices that you hear every single day telling you to do this and that, they're going to stay with you even after they're gone, knocking on your little door in your brain, making sure that you're all right every single second of every day. And it's important that you stay home, be loyal. Basically, you owe them the gift of your existence, and you owe them your life. It's a small thing to just be kind to them forever. And it's a very small sacrifice to have no fun of your own. One day you will be able to have children and actually take out all your pent-up anger upon them. And where would we be without the family cycle of vengeance? Nowhere. Without the family, there would be total societal self-destruction. And a lot of people think that, you know, the problems of the world and capitalist society is based on the nuclear family. However, what do you have? A bunch of translucent friends that are having fun. It's much better to suffer in misery at home, you people out there. Sit there, endure your grandmother's torture, endure your uncle's boring stories. They're blood related. You're not going to get closer to that, miserable or not. It's closeness that counts, and you want to be one with those that you hate and love. Friends, who needs them? They're there, so what? You don't need friends, you need family. Because in the end, happiness is an emotion we can all have, but deep-rooted, deep-seated anger is something very few of us are able to experience and actually share. Those with siblings know that, you know, 10 days of pure, ecstatic joy is nothing compared to punching your brother in the face till he bleeds, because the emotions that get let out with that one single strike is enough to bring great joy upon any normal person with a soul, because that's what family's about, blood. And the more blood you can draw, the better. Unfortunately, parents tend to be a lot larger, and it's a bit of a struggle when you actually try to strike them. I've spoken a lot to deep psychologists about this, and the best response we've come up with so far, and this has cost about $30,000 in CTV research, striking your parents while they're asleep, because they're not actually ready to pounce. Occasionally they are. Be wary and careful if you are unable to lock yourself in a lavatory for a while till they calm down, and be particularly careful if your parents are of Eastern European background and have machetes under their bed, because parents too, they love deeply, they love family deeply, and they too draw blood. And, you know, we have laws about, you know, bashing regulations and this and that and domestic abuse, but nothing says I love you more than a big bruise on your eye. And it's one thing we have to remember. Love is all that counts, and love can be expressed in many ways. The media tends to try to make us think that the only way love really exists is through, you know, going along calm little walks on beaches and giving flowers to some stranger you met in a club. And, you know, it's just unbelievable. Who needs family when you've got television that shows you the wrong sort of path to take? Sure, people on 90210 might look happy. Melrose Place, take a look at this show. It's a prime example of where blood is thicker than any sort of love. Sure, the love, that spices up the life for a bit, but it's not until the rage comes in that you can truly feel passionate about anything. And seriously, you don't want to go striking someone that's not family, because you're immediately put in jail, you get a lawsuit, and what fun is it to strike a stranger? You want to strike where it hurts most, right in the home. So everybody, take care. Don't worry that you're at home, because fun is not the essential thing, it's unhappiness. If you can strive for pure, eternal unhappiness, you will be a deeply, deeply rewarded person, because that is what counts in life. Having family there and making sure that they dominate you and rule you and do everything they can to avoid letting you live, because who wants to have freedom of choice when you can have total dictatorship? Thank you, good night. If you have any other letters or complaints, please write in, because, you know, we've got nothing to do right now. Enjoy your evening, and now I think we're going to somebody else who has just to a link, a very important link. See you. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Caroline, and our massive studio audience. They're going absolutely wild for Vegans for Christ, and we'll see Caroline next week with an all-new, exciting edition of Vegans for Christ. Right now, I'm here to tell you about us, a little bit about us. Look, if you want to get in contact with this incredible program, for reasons you might have a video or something like that, a little short film that you've been working on, you can send it in to us and we will give it a go. Or if you want to be a crew member, or you want to be a cast member, or you have a band, or you have an event such as a party or something along those lines, you can give us a call on 9698-2968. That number again, 9698-2968, or you can contact us at the McKell Building, BO Box 155, Walker Street, Redfern 2016. My goodness, what is going on here? Justin Lewinsky, what is wrong? Ah, they got it. That's the satellite delay, actually, that just kicked in here. They got the joke about 2 minutes after I said it. But anyway, that's right. If you have anything along those lines, remember, films, you want to get involved, you think we suck and you think you could do the job a little bit better, well, get in here. You can do it. Come in. 9698-2968, 55 Walker Street, Redfern. Get in here and give it a go. Just like Justin is right here. He's giving it a good old go. Anyway, I think it's comedy time right now. In fact, Silvana and Veronique have got something for us in the way of comedy. I'm getting thumbs up. You may have seen that. Anyway, here we go. Here is the comedy section. Good night.
This week's episode takes place in the location of sunny Marrickville, where the streets are littered with the bloody carcasses of broken relationships. But instead of couples cutting their losses and ending on amicable terms, they drag out the relationship to try and reclaim the first few days of bliss. Imagine this: the local Marrickville Centrelink office. Eyes meet. The guy, shaggy, short, dirty, saliva hanging from his bottom lip. Can't maintain a stare because A,
he's too paranoid to look at anything but his docs.
B,
he thinks maybe that chick is a guy.
C,
he's not the romantic type, and besides, that stupid cow looks like she's got Tourette's disease or some kind of twitch.
D,
maybe all of the above.
Day 2 brings the couple closer at the Marrickville train station. The girl notices the guy across the way.
She, being a woman of great emotional demands and also extreme needs, realises that he's the guy from the Centrelink who needs a fix and some nurturing.
Hi, Silvana, mate.
Yeah?
I think that guy over there is the guy that I saw at the Centrelink office the other day that needs a nurturing and a fix.
Oh. So she musters up all her powers and walks over to him and assumes a demeanour that is very familiar and comfortable for him.
Oh, hi, mate.
Yeah?
You want to score? The subtle approach is lost on him. She takes another approach. She takes another approach. Hey, babe.
Yeah?
You want to reach?
Oh, I'm lost now.
Ah, if only you could.
If only I could, yeah. Oh dear. But don't give up, girl. There is a fire in his eyes. Or is that a burst blood vessel? She worriedly takes his wrist to check.
I'm worried. I'm going to take his wrist to check.
And see if he has a pulse.
I'm going to see if he has a pulse. Oh, it's a very soft pulse.
No sound. She goes for his neck.
I'm very concerned, so I'm going to go for his neck. Oh, it's a very soft pulse. I'm very, very concerned.
She's very concerned now.
I'm very concerned now.
But she realised that this is a great opportunity to touch his pecs. So without hesitation, she puts her nurturing, calm ear against his heart and listens. No, not against his stomach, Veronique, against his heart.
Oh, sorry, Silvana. Gadunk, 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 gadunk. Oh, and angels rejoice.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
It's a match made in heaven. But like all good things, it must come to an end. And 2 weeks later, there is dissension. There is trouble. The boy is worried. The fear grasps him. The fear of a clingy, stingy, whining, whinging, horrible, berating, ankle-biting, girly...
That's enough, thanks.
Girlfriend arises and the beast rears its ugly head.
Oh my God, she is in love.
Oh, I think I might be in love.
She reaches out to touch him.
Honey!
Don't touch me!
Oh, but honey...
I said don't touch me, alright?
Huh?
Just get your filthy hands off me, okay?
Oh, honey!
Oh. It's the first domestic brawl.
Oh.
She thinks...
I must be in love. He thinks... Nothing. Typical. Time goes on, and the happy couple make folly around Marrickville train station. Him always a few steps ahead.
Her behind. Nag, 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 nagging all the time.
I'm not that bad, baby.
Terrible. But then she decides to take the silent approach.
Oh, I think I might take the silent approach.
And what happens then is once she takes that...
I'm going to take the silent approach, and I'm not going to say another word.
Apparently, she'll take the silent approach.
I'm going to take the silent approach.
I thought you were taking the silent approach!
I'm not going to say another word, all right?
Finally, he takes her little
head. I'm not going to say anything.
He takes her little head in his hands and says the words that brought them together before. Those magic words of, "Do you want to score?" And so... the cycle of love continues.
Well, I love you, baby. If I give you the wink, well now, baby, at the Centrelink
we can fill our forms
and hang around all day.
Let's take a train out to Cabramatta Way where we can get a fix and do our tricks all day and we can beg for money. Hey, any penny will do.
Oh, excuse me, you got $1? Oh, you got $1, mate? Oh, look, I'm not asking much, eh?
Just $1.
I'm asking for $1. I haven't eaten all day. Look, my brother over there, he's got Tourette's disease. I'm 9 months pregnant. I haven't slept for 9 months either.
Tell me about your breast.
I've got one breast that's bigger than the other. You got $1, mate? Stupid bitch.
I love you, baby, and
Bloody
you're the one for
typical
me.
you
You
are.
are my junkie,
Just
sweet,
bloody
my junkie
typical.
for me. I love you, baby. Love you, baby. Got it back?
Stupid bitch.
Thank you very much.
We're Sassy, Comedy of Chaos. This is Silvana and Veronique.
And I've got a quick word to say as well, because I've realised it's 3 weeks into WCYR and we haven't really introduced the comedy section or anything like that. So to let you know that it's called In Stitches, because hopefully that's what we're going to have you in. And over the coming year, we'll have other performers as well doing skits with us, and certain stand-up comedians doing skits on their own. And we're trying to keep the material fresh and original and hopefully interesting for you and make you laugh. Thank you very much.
Comedy and cabaret here at CTV1, having us in stitches. And let me just say that that's the first half of the show. We've got a video coming up, which is based around our interviews of people at Broadway. But as per usual, nobody escapes the roving cameras of CTV1. So we're going to talk to somebody that hasn't otherwise been seen on TV.
Hello.
Unfortunately, we're not going to do that right now. We're going to go to the bloke on the left here, and we're going to ask him what on earth brought you down here to our little sanctuary underground here at CTV1, and which allowed me to ask you this question. If you wouldn't mind just responding right now.
No worries. I'm one of the mad cow guys, so I came down to see what they were doing, and yeah, the whole place is going off. Everyone.
Going off. Ah, well put, well put. And yourself?
Same as him. I'm down here to see the band as well.
Okay, and that was Bill and Bob, and they're here to watch the show. And we're going to go now to a little video that we like to call the Broadway Interviews. Very imaginative name for the middle part of the whole show. And we'll be back with the second half after the middle part. Thank you very much. Give it up.
We're down here, basically we got Nick here, and he's going to answer some questions for us. So, did you know there is a youth worker that hangs out in this Broadway shopping centre?
No idea. No.
There you go. How do you feel about young people coming in and hanging out around this area? Do you think it's be a good thing or a bad thing?
It's cool. At least it gets them off the streets, you know. Instead of knocking off a car, they can come here and shop and hang out and just be with their friends instead of getting up to no good.
I think it's a good idea to have youth worker in here, and also other perhaps social places that people can go to, that you know, that like ethnic type places where people can go and talk about things, problems that they might be having, and what have you. Yeah.
Were you aware that Broadway actually has its own youth worker, a youth counsellor that actually mingles with the youth, walking in, talking and mingling in the shopping centre?
Obviously incognito. No, I haven't noticed them.
Incognito. Well, he's actually working here to try and make it a more friendly atmosphere for the youth.
Is that you or?
No.
Okay.
No, please. All right. No, he's around. I'll point him out a bit later. Don't worry. All right. Now, do you think that's important? Do you think that shopping centres, I mean, this one in particular has made it an aim to actually make it more accessible to the youth and more of a friendly environment. Do you think that's important, or do you think the youth should really be sort of weeded out, so to speak?
No, I think it is important. No, I don't think the youth should be weeded out. They're as much of the community, a part of the community as anybody else. So, yeah, I think it's great that there's a social worker here to help just guide or direct them. I think it's great.
Hustled by security and like people?
No, not usually by security. Only when I try and light joints inside. They get the shits about that, but otherwise no.
Have you had any security problems with the centre so far? Like, what's security been like with you?
Security has been reasonable, but as I said, we've had no problems with anybody.
Wow, because I'd imagine you'd be a target really for anyone who's going to cause any trouble in the centre.
Well, I imagine security would have thought of that, and there are a few security guards roaming around at night, so they have taken care of the problem.
Hey, what's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan, I'm Jay. What's going on here?
We're just we're not allowed to
ride bikes in here.
Do you come in here often with the bike?
Yep, all the time.
And are you always told to leave? Is that?
Yep.
How does that make you feel? Like, what do you think about the shopping centre in general?
All right.
Yeah. Do you get pissed off?
Yep.
It'd be pretty annoying, hey? How do you find the general atmosphere? Like, is everyone pretty nice to you here in the shops and everything? What is the general kind of reaction to you?
Yep.
Do you guys hang out here much? And what do you do when you hang out here? Like, do you do shopping and stuff like that? Just hang? What?
Yeah.
Do you have any problems with security? Are they like?
Yeah. I have friends. Huh? A lot of problems with.
Have you actually had any dealing with police security where you've had to get people dragged away or anything like that?
No, one occasion they came and warned us about some little kids that were going around stealing stuff, some little boys, and the girls were taking the stuff back to the security, and they just came up and said, look, it's happening. Watch out.
How about you?
We have, but it didn't have anything to do with kids. It was actually older adults, so yeah.
So, do you feel safe and secure in this place?
Oh yeah, there's nothing to be scared of.
For our celebrity part of the show, we've tracked down Adam Spencer.
Yay, for me!
Right! And we're going to find out what he thinks of the Broadway Shopping Centre, how successful it's been.
I want to start by saying if celebrity, you can do better. There's bigger celebrities going around. You got
to be a start low, work our way higher. We'll start with you, go up to Ray.
What's the high? What are you aiming for eventually?
Ray Martin.
Mike Whitney. Mike Whitney. Get one.
I don't know if we could go that high.
I love shopping centres. I love malls, and I judge a shopping centre by whether you could host an episode of Who Dares Wins. And this would be a fantastic place because you could have the foyer here down here with the treats going on. You got the balcony level people here and over. Just over there, you can have Mike Whitney going, mate, if you put your hands in this pile of dog shit, I'll give you $50. And that's Australian television. You know, that could happen, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
So it's a pretty much a success so far.
It's a fantastic shopping centre. Not big enough. I'd keep going. I'd take the atrium up another 10 or 12 levels. I'd put a casino down that end so the kids, because this is from what I understand,
Get rid
youth
of the
friendly.
Vegetable thing. We don't need that. We need the casino.
It's a youth friendly, from what I understand, a youth friendly mall, yeah? Youth all working on this. Okay, you need a casino so the kids can bring their parents to the mall, drop the parents off at the casino so they can piss away the mortgage, run the family into debt, while the kids go hanging around skating up and down the escalators.
Perfect. Have you seen many kids skating up and down the escalators?
Not enough. Haven't seen enough. I want more kids skating. I want 20.
Get them down here.
I want a big ramp. I want a bowl. I want a big artificial snow mountain. I want kids on snowboards 24 hours a day. Then you wouldn't get rid of me.
Have you been up to the cinema?
I have been up to the cinema.
What do you think?
He's showing Armageddon, and I know you're watching. I know you watched a bit of the old WCYR, Bruce. Crap film, and you know you can do better.
Through WCYR, I'm sure that would be a pretty harsh insult for him as well.
Yeah, I know Bruce keeps his finger on the pulse. I think it was you guys broke the thing about his wedding breaking up, marriage, before it did. He came home to Demi and said, what's this I heard on WCYR? She went, oh, sorry, I was going to tell you. Bang, bang, all over.
We've got the news at WCYR.
You were the guys who said the dollar's going to go below 57. I said it's not going to go below 57.
That was
56.25. You guys, amazing. Hey! Quieting down. Second half of the show coming up here. I've got a little card here just telling you that Gerard rang up from Newtown and he called in regard to Justin's segment and he had a suggested name for it, and the name was Caught in the Whip. Okay. We had another caller, Nathan. He was trying to get the t-shirt. Unfortunately, sorry, you lost it. Dolores, you lost as well, from Artarmon. But thanks for calling anyway. Coming up now, we have more great segments. We've got Erin and Russ with a week that was. They're bursting to get on camera, so I won't hog it any longer. I'm going to pass right now to Erin and Russell. Give it up!
Thank you, Lewis. And now it's time for the serious part of the show. This is the week that was, current affairs.
Hard-hitting current affairs.
Very, very hard-hitting. In fact, there should be a warning on before this program. We hit harder than anybody else.
Hard. Go, Russ.
Let's get stuck into the main stories for the week. Of course, Aussie pop sensation and Grammy nominee.
Pop sensation.
Pop sensation.
Natalie Imbruglia. It could only be one, couldn't it?
It could only be our favourite, Natalie Imbruglia. Natalie Imbruglia.
What a talent!
She will compete in the star-studded celebrity BMW race.
Who else is in it?
Dick Wilkins is in it.
A-list.
Dickie Wilkins is in it. Brand new show. Did you catch that on was that Monday night?
Entertainment Tonight.
Very original.
By Women's
Very
Day.
original. Entertainment Tonight. Fantastic. Great
It was
to see,
good. It was
great
good.
to see new exciting things on happening on
Australian
Channel 9.
television. Oh, wonderful.
Ridgy Didge, mate. Great stuff. Great stuff. Anyway, unfortunately for the punters at the Grand Prix, Imbruglia won't be singing due to a bout of bronchitis. So, audience here should probably, if you might have picked that up.
The groan.
They all.
The countdown style.
Thank you very much.
Bummed out.
And what else has been happening? This is Imbruglia.
Imbruglia news. Well, speaking of other big celebrities,
I'll sign that one off.
Christopher Skase. If you've been reading quality newspapers like the Daily Telegraph, you would have seen that photos have been published of Christopher Skase's operation, which he alleges, allows him to stay in Spain. But Australian anaesthetist Dr. David Earl has actually spoken to us and said, from examining the photos, he says that the photos show that the operation Christopher Skase claims he underwent is not actually the one photographed, and thus the photographs are a fraud, involving an anaesthetistic tube placed in his throat, which wouldn't have actually been placed there.
Incorrect, yes.
That's right. So Dave Earl has come out and called Christopher Skase a fraud. And the week that was would like to get behind that.
I back Skase. I actually trust Christopher Skase. I think he's 100% on this. He's obviously a very sick man, and I think it's time that people just leave him alone. He's bankrupt. He's living
in the lap of luxury
living in Mallorca, and that's terrible.
What more do you want?
I saw footage of him the other day playing golf, swimming, on his yacht.
Wrestling,
sailing. Poor guy. Oh, he's struggling, doing it tough. Doing it tough. Anyway, today's show host, a very good friend of ours, Steve Lieberman. Is it Lieberman or Lieberman?
Steve Lieberman.
Steve Lieberman.
Steve Lieberman
has come out. His new book will be released in a couple of weeks.
His new book?
It's called Gold. Too Much Is Never Enough. Steve tells the story of his love for gold. He speaks of the first bracelet that he bought at the age of 10, and then he talks about the feelings he still gets from wearing gold medallions and such. And the respect he has for fellow gold lovers. You may notice that Steve does carry a bit of gold on the show.
He does.
And Steve actually says that gold has got him to where he is today, which is, of course, the most respected journalist in the world.
And the book, of course, features a foreword by Shane Warne, another gold lover, and half the cricket team. Mr. T.
Mr. T's involved, and it's due to. I think it's coming out next week. Of course, it's called Gold. Too Much Is Never Enough. Written by Steve Lieberman.
Without a ghostwriter or anything.
Some fantastic stories of gold. It's fantastic.
It's fascinating
Steve
stuff.
sent me a copy of it, and it looks tremendous.
It's just amazing.
Can't wait for that one. I'll sign that one off while you get stuck into the next one.
Well, of course, the Olympics are happening in the year 2000, and
really?
Yes, that's right.
Winter?
I didn't know. It's the Summer Olympics, and the week that was has received some information that all the streets in the Olympic Village and the Olympic compound have actually been named. Among the streets, Muhammad Ali Parade, Kathy Watt Avenue, Carl Lewis Way, Michael Jordan Avenue, Alan Jones Lane. I find that one a bit dicey.
Alan Jones Lane.
But the question is,
don't go there in the dark.
Apparently there's some bureaucratic red tape.
Why do they always take the piss out of me? I don't know. They're always having a go at me. Well, wonderful ambassador for South Sydney. Sorry.
That's fine. No, but there's currently some debate. A lot of people are championing very hard to have a street named Paul Vorton Avenue.
Paul Vorton Avenue.
But, of course, a lot of people are complaining, so there's a massive protest underfoot, and the week that was supports Paul Vorton 100% in his campaign to have the street named after him.
Fantastic. Now, a story that came from one of our, a reporter of ours that has a lot of time on his hands. He doesn't give us many reports, does he? But this one...
Whom do you speak?
We won't mention his name, but this is a story that was faxed to me. Yes, it was faxed to me on this blue paper right here, just minutes ago from our...
Hot off the press.
Hot off the press from our roving reporter, Chris the Pearl Earl.
Oh, hard
Now,
man.
Daryl Summers.
Dig deep.
Daryl Summers, another great friend of this show.
Drumming TV host.
And you'll learn. Do you know about Daryl's singing talents? Well, Daryl Summers is to re-record the great Glenn Campbell hit of the 1970s, Rhinestone Cowboy. Daryl said, "I hope to do the song justice, as he did with a sensational version of Lou Rawls' Lady Love." Did you see that on Johnny Young's show, which is on Fox?
Cavalcade of Stars.
They showed Daryl Summers probably about a month ago, singing Lou Rawls' Lady Love, and it was the funniest thing you'll ever see in your life.
Was he on the drums as well?
Lady Love. He tries to get the Lady Love
happening,
and you could just see the cameras were shaking and the people just absolutely. And it was from like the 70s or something. How was the hair? It was hilarious. I was fake as ever.
Oh, beautiful.
And Daryl will play drums on this thing as well. And,
excellent.
Yep. So it's great to see. I can't wait.
Straight to number one.
Definitely.
Straight to number one.
Maybe he should team up with Imbruglia.
Oh, unbeatable.
What a powerhouse that'd be.
Unbeatable combination.
Just get Molly to... I haven't had a Molly story for a long time, have we?
Molly, no. Don't know what's been happening with Molly, but...
Haven't caught up?
Haven't caught up. I've tried to catch him on the phone. He's constantly been out, around, that's it. Chasing stars, chasing celebrities, but hopefully we will get Molly soon. Some more news about Molly.
Well, we've overstayed our welcome, and Erin, where are you off to during the week?
I'm going to go to Majorca to follow up David Earl's claims about the fake...
David Earl, he's not related to...
Dr. David Earl.
No?
Could be related to our intrepid reporter Chris the Pearl Earl, I'm not sure. But he's a reputable source. I'll be going to check that out in Majorca.
And I'm off to watch the Australian Fencing Championships in Devonport.
Sure to be an exciting day's entertainment.
Wait for that one. We'll bring you all those... we'll bring you some superb stories next week. Hard-hitting, as always. This has been the week that was. And we'll see you next week. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Gee, back on WCYR here once again, always with the WCYR. We have a number of people to thank for their very generous and supportive support. For example, Family Planning Association of New South Wales, the Broadway Shopping Centre Reverse Garbage Co. Polaroid Australia Metropolitan Hardware, The Body Shop, Makeup, Glamour, The Pilgrim, Post Group Webbed, Multimedia Production, Pascal Paints, Wattle Paint, You Design, an innovative new company. Oh yeah, family owned with directors as young as 19 years old. Caters to schools, clubs, yeah, you know the rest. Go get yourself a t-shirt, boys and girls, because it's time to be heard. So you design, because what you want is what you design. Okay, and of course, who can forget Infinity Car Sound? The best sound in your car for all sorts of cars. Phone 1-800-2268-61 for your nearest dealer. Infinity Car Sound. Alrighty, now there's a few things coming up this weekend, and most importantly, of course, is Clean Up Australia Day for Australians as a whole, but there's another very important day, especially for 50% of you. For example, the International Women's Day, 1999, which is tomorrow, so to all of those women out there, yeah, get along. Gather at 10:30 on Town Hall there. I don't know if you're going to fit, but march to Hyde Park North. I'm not sure whether you're going to fit, but it's very important that you do come along, because we're looking at equal pay here for women. We're looking at free childcare. We're looking to abolish all anti-abortion laws and increase funding to women's activities. So do come along and support the women and girls and other such sexual crevices. And so that's Town Hall tomorrow at 10:30. But Clean Up Australia Day for all Australians here. No bloody segregation here. All Australians can get involved with Clean Up Australia Day. Very important that we get along here. This is on Sunday. Grab yourself some gloves, grab yourself a garbage bag and get along, because we're going to clean up the filth from the streets. Alright, we're going to head up to Vaucluse there and clean up the filth, because it's pretty grotty up that way there. And down to Double Pay, okay, clean up the filth that is just floating in the gutters everywhere, and it's just disgusting. You walk down there, you really have to wear a gas mask. It's just stinking rich down there, and it really is time that we do something about it. So get on the streets and clean up that filth. Now, very important that I point out, we've got a number of people to clean up, i.e. the sponsors. And the sponsors being NRMA, TNT, McDonald's, scum-sucking bastards, the official suppliers, Telstra, Compaq, the Renaissance, Sydney Hotel, oh yes, and of course Qantas, and well, there's Coca-Cola, isn't that great? Alright, Shopper Docket and Yahoo. So get along to Clean Up Australia Day, clean up the filth that is so prominent in our nation today. So we will see you down there at Double Bay, gas mask and plastic bag in hand. The plastic bags will of course be administered over the filthy rich, and we will see you there. So take care, and we'll see you very shortly. Thank you very much for listening to me. I really appreciated your time.
Thank you, Justin. Hello and welcome to Film Forum for another week. I have two films to talk about tonight, two very interesting movies for very different reasons. The first film I'll talk about is one called Payback, which is the new film from Aussie superstar Mel Gibson, who just generously donated $1 million to NIDA in an effort to bolster his popularity here and to get people to go and see his new film. His latest is Payback, which is a remake of a film made originally in I think 1967 called Point Blank by director John Boorman, which starred Lee Marvin. Mel Gibson's got it this time. He's starring in it, he's producing it. It's directed by Brian Helgeland, who wrote the movie Conspiracy Theory, which Mel Gibson also starred in, and also collaborated on the adaptation of LA Confidential. It's his first time out as director, and he does a really, really good job with the film. It's very slick, it's very original, and a very compelling movie up to a certain point. According to reports, Mel Gibson allegedly took control of the film away from the young director when he was not happy with what he was doing with the film stylistically and thematically. He took the film away from him, brought in another writer, which was Terry Hayes, who wrote Mad Max 2, brought in another director who is currently unnamed, no one knows who it is, shot new scenes, wrote new footage, and basically changed the whole tone of the film, particularly about the last quarter or so of the film. And it's very unfortunate because it really shows in the film. It's a great film. The first 3 quarters of it are superb, with Mel Gibson as a tough, nasty, totally unpleasant criminal who was double-crossed by his wife and partner, left for dead, and then he, when he recovers, he wants to get revenge, get the money back that's been stolen from him, and it basically just blazes a trail through the city, butting heads with anyone that gets in his way. It's a very sharp black comedy, totally different for Mel Gibson, and obviously something that got slightly out of hand for him because he's changed it. In the last quarter of the film, all of Mel Gibson's most annoying characteristics resurface. His desperate attempts at slapstick comedy and his kind of yearning to be liked by the audience, all totally inappropriate to the film, but all resurface in the last part of the film, and don't exactly ruin the entire film, but definitely put a pretty big mark against it. I think unfortunately this could have been a great film, but due to Mel Gibson's tampering, it just stands as a very good one. The script is great, very salty and lots of great dialogue. The characters are all rich and interesting and very perverse, and the whole film has a style totally of its own that's very much unlike any other film coming out of the Hollywood studios these days. So there's a hell of a lot to recommend in Payback. If only Mel had realised, you know, he should have just left Brian Helgeland to make his own film. He could have, you know, it would have been his first great film in years. Mel's been making some pretty ordinary movies lately, and I think you know, he missed out on his chance to really redeem himself with Payback. But it's still a very, very good film, and one that I would definitely recommend. And out of $12.50, I will give Payback $10. It's very good. Very entertaining, extremely well made, with great performances, but it's just not the great film it could have and should have been, which is a little bit disappointing. But still, go and see it. It's screening everywhere, so you've got no excuse. That's Payback. See it. Another film which is very good is a movie called Bulworth, which is co-written and directed by Warren Beatty, a very famous ladies' man, very famous actor and director as well. He's made terrific films like Heaven Can Wait and Reds, many others, and he is a very accomplished film director, and judging from the film Bulworth, a very committed and very left-wing political entity as well. This is the story of a senator, played by Beatty, who has a nervous breakdown on the eve of a campaign and takes to just telling the truth whenever he appears in public on the campaign trail, just saying exactly what politics is about, how money is passed under the table, how the whole system is corrupt, and things get crazier and crazier until he finally turns into a rapping homeboy and turns into a rapping politician, which is all quite strange, but somehow makes sense within the film. It's a crazy, anarchic movie that's seemingly all over the place, but all the chaos of the film is really well organised into a coherent whole. Warren Beatty obviously, you know, has a fierce political bent to him and has no hesitation in making a very, very political film, making the kinds of statements that a lot of the bigwigs in Hollywood probably wouldn't like, which makes Bulworth a very, very exciting film. It seems like a film that would be made by, you know, a young, edgy kind of filmmaker straight out of film school, but Warren Beatty's, I think, in his 60s and has made a film filled with the kind of fire that you'd see in a film director a third of his age, which is really quite amazing. It's a great film. Warren Beatty's terrific. Halle Berry is in it as well. Don Cheadle from Boogie Nights has a role, and he's terrific. The whole movie is just a great package. A very challenging film, not the sort of movie you can just go in and sit down and let it wash over you. It really draws you in, it makes you think, and does all the sort of things that a good movie should. So Bulworth is high quality cinema that I can't recommend highly enough. And out of $12.50, I'm going to give Bulworth $11.50. It's great stuff. The only problem with it is that because it's so fiercely political, it lacks a little warmth and maybe a little bit of character development. But they're tiny little, you know, nitpicking details. It's still an extremely good film that comes highly, highly recommended. So check that out. Bulworth, screening pretty much everywhere. So see that one as well. That's all I have time for this week, but I'll be back next week. Not quite sure what I'll be reviewing yet. Pretty certain that I'll be talking about Analyze This, which is the new comedy starring Robert De Niro and Billy Crystal. Pleasantville might get a look in, but I'll be seeing what's on. So I'll have 2 films to talk about next week. I'll see you then.
Thank you. Sorry, wearing another sponsor's cap this week. Of course, Infinity Speakers. Remember, if it's not Infinity, it's It's inferior if it's not Infinity, something like that. Lewis, thank you, Erin, for another pulsating edition of Film Forum. Wonderful stuff. And well, Lewis, you take it away. You look at him; he's just amazing. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties here. Maybe you should share my mic.
Russ, it was a great show. I think everyone did a good job, and thanks to all the guests for coming in. I think you'd agree it was a good show. We played hard. Unfortunately, the other team was the better one on the night, and But we'll be back next week to do it again, and hopefully...
You just got to take it week by week.
Well, you do. You got to take it week by week, and we'll be putting in the hard yards, and hopefully, you know, we'll be back next week with a bigger and better game, you know.
What sort of things can we expect to see next week?
Oh, you know, the usual stuff. We'll be in top form. We'll be sporting comedy segments. We'll be sporting music segments. We'll be sporting, you know, all sorts of things. Gay sex, you know, Mardi Gras floats, you name it. We'll be pulling out all the top guns. We're hoping to do a bit of recruiting, and yeah. I think
Anything else you'd like to add?
Mike's working now, so.
Oh, it is. Okay, fine. Anything else you'd like to talk about, Lewis, while we're here? Oh God. You see, this is the worst thing that can happen to Lewis. You chuckle a little bit, and he'll just keep the joke going. Come on, keep going. Okay, thank you very much. That was great stuff. All right, we'll be back next week with another. What should we say, Lewis?
Another Bonza show, mate.
Another Bonza show.
Ridgy
Okay.
Didge, as you said earlier on, Russ?
Yeah. Did I say Ridgy Didge? Oh my God. That's all right.